Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time tuning in. My name is Orlando and on this channel we talk about fragrances. Uh, a very happy new year to you. This is my first video of 2025. I have been away, so I haven't recorded the video for a while. I think my last one I did it the end of 2024, which was some of the, I think it was my most worn fragrances of 2024, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, so today I have a slightly different video. So I just gonna, it's to kind of bring a bit of an awareness of when you're building a fragrance collection and kind of the mistakes I've made and kind of how to um, um, some tips in how to avoid those mistakes. Um, so this is basically based on my own experience of collecting fragrances, and from a point of view of someone that actually all my collection is actually I bought my fragrances. I've never received any bottles for free from a fragrance brand to review or anything like that. So I think the I might have gotten some little samples before, but that's about it. Because my channel is so small, still, I think in order for me to get PR bottles to review, I would need more subscribers. So yeah, even though I think someone who is also a content creator here has mentioned that everyone doing fragrance content creation here on YouTube do receive PR bottles, and that's not true. I don't, so not yet, at least. So if I do, I will definitely disclose that. But yeah, so normally all my reviews are based on my own experience and my own opinion. Um, I've I don't get paid to review fragrances. I just like to do this as a hobby, and I enjoy it very much. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. Um, so I have made some notes in here on fragrance collecting mistakes, which is the purpose of this video today. And the first bit that I have, or the first mistake that I have here, is the blind buy. As I am sure, like me, a lot of you blind buy fragrances. I don't recommend this really, because I could say from my own experience that 95% of my blind buys were a disaster. Some of them were just likes, others were a complete disaster, like stuff I really did not enjoy. So, I mean, you can probably be influenced by other people if you watch a lot of videos, or even on TikTok. People do recommend fragrances. That's probably because they're getting paid to do that. So, and you kind of fall in that trap and buy fragrances blind, thinking they're going to be amazing, and they actually not. So, yeah, so I don't recommend blind buying. That's the first mistake that here, unless you are well, you can't really know how the fragrance is until you try it. So yeah, don't blind buy. That's my opinion. Again, you can do whatever you like. You can blind buy if that makes you feel good. But I just, in my opinion, I wouldn't be blind buying fragrances anymore. So that is the first one. The other one is the second mistake here, which is kind of tied to this blind buy thing, is buying fragrance on from other influencers' recommendations, kind of thing. So people saying you get a lot like compliment top 10 compliment magnets or things like that, just because those fragrances give these people compliments doesn't mean it will give you compliments, because everyone's opinion is different, and fragrances smell different in every person. So if they do get compliments while wearing those fragrances, doesn't mean you will. Most likely, if you buy a fragrance because of that, you probably won't get any compliments. What I recommend is that you buy a fragrance that you love, and because at the end of the day, you are the person that's gonna have to smell it for the longest, because it's gonna be on you all day, and you gotta have to really like or love that smell, uh, in my humble opinion. So that's what I recommend, is don't buy fragrances just because uh, or for compliments, because yeah, if you get compliments, great. I mean, some of I do get compliments sometimes from people while wearing some fragrances, but I actually now I don't really buy fragrances for to get compliments. I buy a fragrance that I like. It doesn't matter if it's strong or not. As soon as I like the smell, and because I'm the one that has to smell it most of the day, then that's how that's the fragrance that I would get, and not to give me compliments. The other mistake is FOMO, so that's fear of missing out. And I have bought some fragrances in the past for, that were hyped on the internet, and I kind of didn't want to miss out on them. So I bought them, and then to discover that they were just a like, not even a love. So, and then I end up forgetting about them, not even really wearing them. So, what was the point of getting such fragrance? Not not much. And don't forget that a lot of these content creators or influencers are actually getting paid to promote some fragrances, or they are receiving them for free, and in order to receive more, they're probably given a good review, even though they probably only just talk once about it. So yeah, that's another one. The other mistake I have here is like buying backup bottles, or buying the biggest bottle as well. Sometimes you don't really, or most of the times you don't need that, especially if you have a big collection. All you need is probably the smallest size you can get, because um, unless you know that you love that fragrance and you're gonna wear it a lot, you probably don't need more than just the smallest size they do. Yes, if you buy the biggest size, and a lot of people kind of promote that because you get more for your money. But at the end of the day, you're going to be paying more for that fragrance for the biggest size anyway, and you're probably only going to wear half of it at most. So was there much point of, I know it's less per mil, but you're still paying more for a bigger size, and you're probably not going to wear half of it. Also depends on your fragrance collection anyway. If you've got a small fragrance collection, then maybe you want to buy, you want to get the bigger size, because it's just if it's something you love, then yeah, you do whatever you like. But an example of that is this fragrance, for example, is Ambre Narguilé from Hermes. So this is a 15 ml. You can get these ones, I believe, in the shops. They come in a set. But if you buy at the airport, if you order it online at the airport at the duty free, you can get them individually. So, and this is great. It's like a travel spray, and then once you finish, you can either buy another travel spray, or you might not want to get the fragrance again. So yeah, I think this is great, and it comes in this beautiful little uh, pocket, so it's great. So that was about and backup bottles. That's the other bit. Is unless it's something that is getting discontinued and you absolutely love that fragrance, I wouldn't buy backup bottles because um, why would you do that? I mean, if the fragrance is there, then you can repurchase if you finish the bottle that you have, which is probably not likely. The other mistake is buying a fragrance on first impressions, and what I mean is, but sometimes you go to a shop, you try a fragrance, and you like the opening, and you buy it. It's kind of an impulse buying, and then you find out that when you get home and you try the fragrance again, you actually don't like it because then the dry down you actually don't like it. So that's happened to me, obviously, and yeah, I recommend that if there's a fragrance that you try in a shop in a piece of paper. Also, if you like it, then try it again on your skin, and try as many times as you can to see if there's something that you like or you love, and then you can, if you want, you can then purchase that fragrance if it's something you love. Because if it's just something you like, probably you're gonna end up wearing probably very little of it, and then it's going to be forgotten to one side, and that was a bit of a waste, especially these days because fragrances are getting so expensive that yeah, you end up with a lot of fragrances that you don't wear, and you spend so much money on it, and the other the only thing you can do is probably try to resell them, uh, but you're gonna lose money, obviously. um, the other one was okay, I've got that. So the last bit in here that I have is, how big does your collection need to be? So maybe you don't need such a big collection just because you see that other content creators have got a huge collection. Don't forget that most of those bottles are received for free on PR, and you probably don't need a big collection. So anyway, you can buy it whatever you want, really, and I am guilty of that because I bought so many of them. I mean, I've got quite a big collection as well, and spend quite a fortune on them. But yeah, it's you actually don't need a big collection if you think. I would suggest that you only get fragrances that you really love, and you probably. I mean, some people are very happy with just one fragrance, which they wear all the time, and is their signature scent. I used to have just one fragrance as well in the past, and uh, like one at a time, and I would wear all the full bottle and then probably buy another, the same one or probably a different one. But if you the problem with that as well is that you then it's always the same fragrance and you might get tired of it. So having a few, it's probably a nice and a good idea. But for example, you probably need about between 5 and 10. Let's say you have one fragrance for each season of the year, and then you have an extra one, like a special one that you wear on special occasions. So that will be a collection of 5. So you'll have one for autumn, one for winter, one for spring, one for summer, and then an extra one to like for special occasions. Or you can extend that to like a 10 fragrance collection and have 2 for each season and 2 special ones that you wear in special occasions, like one during the warmer months and one during the colder months, and then 2 for each of the seasons. So that kind of is a nice collection in my opinion. But again, you don't need all of those. You don't need 10. You don't even need one. But if you want to have a collection, then yeah, 5 to 10. I think it's a good it's a good thing to have. And then once you grow tired of those ones, you can then replace with other fragrances that you like more, because there's all this fragrance releases all the time, and so there's a lot to choose. And if you grow tired of those ones, as I said, you can just change for other ones. Maybe. So that is the last one in my list. So what do you guys think? I mean, if I've missed some fragrance mistakes here, please do leave a comment below and telling me what other mistakes do you think is the other mistakes you've made probably while doing building a fragrance collection, and I'll be very interested to learn about them. And that is it for me for today. So I hope you guys have found some value in this content today. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my channel. I will very much appreciate that. For now, I would like to thank you for tuning in today, and hope to see you in my next video.